Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Dorothy, Professional Astrologer. Today I'm going to talk to you about the week of August 26th, and that includes the new moon in Virgo. So we have a ton of planets that are all compiled together in Virgo throughout this week, and there's a lot of specific information that goes with that. So I'm going to tell you all about that, make a quick announcement, and more information about the rest of the week. All right? Good. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. And also, if you don't know, I do have a Patreon group. I would love more members in that group. It's a subscription base. And once a month, I do a live forecast like this with members of that group. The next monthly live broadcast will be on Monday, August 26th at noon. So if you want to get in on that, click the link below. There's a Patreon link below, and you'll be able to go check it out, see if it's for you. All right. Now, August 26th is Monday, so let's get started. We have this whole week we're working towards a new moon, which is on Friday, the 30th. But before that, we have some things to work through. Venus is in Virgo on Monday, making a trine aspect to Uranus in Taurus. What this represents is, while Venus is in this sign, she is being much more discerning about who we love, what we love, the things that we value, whether it's money, relationships, stuff, it doesn't matter, whatever it is, we're all in the mood to be much more discerning. We're in a waning lunar phase right now on Monday all the way to Friday, and that means it's about releasing and letting things go that no longer serve us. We have this every month, but now that we have so much stuff in Virgo, so many planets actually in Virgo, we really are needing to focus on decluttering, organizing, putting things in the right place, and removing the things that we no longer need. It's like house cleaning, spring cleaning, fall cleaning, whatever. I know we're at the end of summer still, but this is what all this strong Virgo energy is about. On Monday, when Venus makes a trine to Uranus, that encourages us to really step out of old habits and old patterns and helps us to create new things and new patterns. But what we have to do first, since we're not at new moon yet, is release what is no longer necessary. If your arms are full and you cannot pick up new things, so we're needing to figure out what it is we're going to let go of. We don't have to overthink this, but if you engage too much Virgo, you most likely will overthink it and overanalyze it. But that's okay. That's what we're doing this whole week. So that's what Monday is, and that rolls into Tuesday as well. The energy shift for Wednesday, the 28th, is now Mars has come to this position, which is 6 degrees of Virgo, and is now making its trine aspect to Uranus. And this is very energizing, and we really want to initiate a lot of action. When Mars and Uranus are connecting in any way mathematically in astrology, we feel energized. It's important that you take action to release the things that are not serving you. Sometimes we hang on to stuff way too long. An aspect like this, the trine between Mars and Uranus, it can be very helpful for us to release those things that are holding us back. That's the main energy behind this during this waning lunar phase. The moon's in Leo right now, which can be rather dramatic, and there's a lot of other things going on, but that's Virgo energy with that Mars-Uranus is the main thing that we're focusing on. Moving on to Thursday, the 29th, the news of the day is Mercury joins in the bandwagon of Virgo, moving into his own zodiac sign and out of Leo. We now become more discerning and focus more on those details and how we're communicating and sharing and organizing the information that's important to us. All right. We also have the sun is now at 6 degrees of Virgo, making its trine aspect to Uranus, which illuminates more of what we're focusing on, all while we're in that balsamic lunar phase, which is about what do I need to let go of so I now feel freer to have more space to create and be inventive and creative and to learn new things and to grow more once we get to that new moon, which is just the next day. That's Friday. It's the 30th. And that new moon at 6 degrees of Virgo is at 6:37 a.m. East Coast time. You have to adjust to where you live. So this new moon in Virgo, we now start a new cycle, a new lunar cycle, which lasts 3 years. But this new moon, if you just want to focus on this, the immediate picture, is a nice 2-week cycle where we're focusing on putting things in place. I've been working on a project that seems to have been stalled for quite a few months. I'm just starting to get back to it. It's just starting the beginnings of this project. It's going to take a few months to accomplish, but this is a perfect time to do anything like that. Something new, something different, something not in your regular pattern. When we have a new moon in Virgo, we are focusing and setting goals based on what our daily routine is like, daily projects, co-workers, if we need to engage in new things in that regard. We also have a wonderful opportunity, since Virgo rules our overall health, based on what we do day in and day out to stay healthy, to stay strong, which is good food, good diet, good exercise. All of these things are subjects, if you will, to set goals and intentions on during this new moon phase. Now, this new moon is also what we call a supermoon, right? The astronomers do this. And the supermoon, we only know about them with the full moon because you can see it. And the new moon, we cannot see a new moon unless it's an eclipse. And so the point is like, even though we cannot physically see this new moon that's a supermoon, we are able to feel it. It has a little more punch to it, a little more intensity, because it is close to the planet. So set your intentions with this new moon based on all those things I just told you. And there is a written forecast on my website. Just go to nhastrologer.com and click on the written forecast page, and you can read the forecast there. It's never word for word, because what I write and then what I say here are two different things. They all come back to the same thing, but you get different information in the same and different information in both locations. So you're able to check that out. And that's what we have going on for this whole week. And all of this moves into the weekend as well. The big news on Sunday is Mercury makes its connection to Uranus now. So we started Monday with Venus trine Uranus. We went to Wednesday, Mars trine Uranus, Thursday, Sun trine Uranus, and now on Sunday, Mercury trine Uranus. So all of these planets are making a trine aspect to Uranus, which Uranus is infusing everybody with the need to do something different and unique and break out of old routine. That's what we're looking for. Even though Virgo loves patterns and routine, that Uranus connection is helping us to shatter that so we can grow and learn and expand more. Venus trine Saturn as well on Sunday, so that helps us to feel solid and grounded and like we've really accomplished a lot this week, because if you pay attention to this stuff, you will have accomplished a lot. And on a side note, if you have anything in the vicinity of 6 degrees of Capricorn, this is important, because all of those planets connecting with Uranus is making a grand trine in your chart. So if you're an astrologer, practicing astrologer, look in the vicinity of 6 degrees of Capricorn, and you know that you're going to have a lot of activity around those things that you think are solid and structured and really set in place. There's going to be a lot of movement, and if you don't know what that is, you contact me. That's what I do. I'm a professional astrologer. So we can have a session and talk about how all of these important things will impact your life and the best way to use these energies. All right? Now, 6 degrees of Virgo. If you were born right around 1962, that means your Pluto is in right around 6 degrees of Virgo. So even like myself, I was born a couple years before that. My Pluto's at 3 Virgo. People born in 62, Pluto is going to be somewhere between 4, 5, and 6. So if you're born between 1960, 64, in that area, this new moon, supermoon, has Uranus trining your Pluto and is right on your Pluto, which means this is a period of initiating something very deep, new, and internal for you. Again, go look at where 6 degrees of Virgo is in your chart. Find your Pluto if you were born in that time period, and it's going to help you to know what is the bigger, longer, what's the longer game that's going on with this new moon for you. I can help you out with that as well if you need that help. Come to my website, nhastrologer.com. Please subscribe and share and comment and interact. This is so important to keep these videos moving. Algorithms change all the time. I don't like it. But that's what we have for you. So I think that's it for now. There's always more, but I'm going to leave you with that. Blessings. Namaste. And on a final note, if you come and find me on Facebook, I tend to put up daily posts just about what's going on right now, usually pretty inspired. So those things just sort of pop up whenever they pop up. And if you want to follow that, Dorothy Morgan, Astrologer on Facebook. All right? I'm on Instagram too, but I'm an old fart, so I do Facebook more than Instagram. Okay. Have a good one.